Hey, what's good, YouTube? CoolStoryBrobat here with the 68th Narrated Pokemon Showdown battle. And hopefully, when you guys are seeing this video, hopefully I managed to actually take the time to upload 2 videos in one day, because that's what I'm planning on to compensate for my lack of uploads over the past several weeks. Anyway, this was around the time when I made that Specs Blastoise team. This was in between both of those PS lives I did. Like, the first one and the second one, this was in between them when I was still laddering trying to get some extra points up. And I went up against 1hailthesun, or 1hailthesun, whatever. He's actually like really high up there, you know. He's always been on the ladder every time I've looked at it, and wow, here it is. This is the team he was using. So you already know what my team does. I mean, you know it in extensive detail by this point. And if you don't, go watch my latest PS lives. You will find out. But anyway, his team looks pretty irritating here. I mean, first of all, he's got the Amoonguss core going on. You know, Amoonguss and Slowbro, they can just regenerate infinitesimally between each other. And a good chunk of the things that could take out that core, he has backed up with the support of his teammates. You know, Snorlax can take on Chandelure, Yanmega, Zapdos, etc. Any special attackers that could break that core. Rotom-Heat probably is a choice set. It could be Specs or Scarf, depending on what his Mienshao has. Xatu is his only means of getting rocks up, so his team really relies on whittling down your patience to lure you and using Stealth Rock just so his Xatu could come in and mess it all up for you. But yeah, so I mean, there's that. But other than that, his team does not set up Stealth Rock of its own, so you could kind of take advantage of that. My team especially likes that. Yeah, like I said, if his Mienshao is not Choice Scarf, there must be Substitute, Baton Pass, or Life Orb. Pretty obvious. Snorlax is offensive with Choice Band or Leftovers. If he's he wouldn't use Rest Talk Snorlax if he doesn't have Spikes. Nah. Slowbro, I could care less about, because, I mean, it's Slowbro. And Amoonguss, I could care less about, because I hate that thing. And Rotom, possibly Scarfed or Specs, like I said. But anyway, now that you kind of have a good idea of what we're about to go up against, prepare yourself. So, I lead off with my Brobat. He leads off with his Rotom. And I was about to just go for the U-turn thinking I was sped, but he predicted me to just hard switch into something. I went for U-turn and got tricked to Choice Scarf. So now that I know his Rotom has Choice Scarf and that it took a Black Sludge, I instantly know now that his Mienshao's not Scarf, so I gotta watch out for that. I U-turn as he brings in Slowbro. I bring in Virizion. He switches out, goes to Amoonguss. I do something kind of foolish and try to set up early with Workup. Now he knows I'm Workup. Virizion, good job, Brobat. But the thing was, like, I kind of hate dealing with this thing because I have nothing to switch into it. And he brings in Amoonguss and switches back out into Slowbro as I went for the Flare Blitz. And I switch out, going to Wheaties as he went for the Side Shock. Obviously predicting the Xatu switch in here without a question, without a shadow of a doubt. So I just go straight for the Waterfall, not even worried about it. He's got Leftovers, so I see he's not an offensive set, but I still want to watch out for it. So I just sent in Umbreon, who poisons his Xatu with Toxic, which is pretty handy because now his Xatu's on a timer and there's nothing he can do about it. He busts out a U-turn and goes straight into his Mienshao, and because of the fact I know he's sub past Mienshao or Life Orb, you know, I decided to just hard switch, go into Brobat to take the high jump kick. But then he uses U-turn, which kind of surprises me. I wasn't ready for that. His Rotom has the Black Sludge. I use a Roost, knowing he was gonna trick again. I get my Black Sludge I get my Black Sludge back, and he takes back his Choice Scarf. I sacked Darmikwa to the Thunderbolt because I thought he would go for Volt Switch or something. I don't know. Or actually, no, I thought he'd over-predict and go for Hidden Power Grass. Yeah, that's what I was predicting there. But yeah, I set up Stealth Rock because I know that Amoonguss is not going to want to switch out of Swampert. It was a risky play, but it was a calculated risk at the same time. I was pretty aware of it. I knew Mienshao was coming in, so I double switched into Brobat just so I could U-turn on that. Wait, no, I stayed in. Oh, he stayed in. Oh, he got critted by the Brave Bat. When that happened? So he gets critted by the Brave Bat, and it doesn't kill his Slowbro, which I'm kind of irritated at because it was like that close to dying, and I wish it did. The crit did and didn't matter because he could have just switched out immediately to get health back from Regenerator. So I bring in Umbreon to take the Scald because not much on my team really wants to take it. And what happened next? I go for Heal Bell. He decides to stay in, go for Slack Off, get the HP back because he knows I'm not going to be able to kill him off instantly with a foul play. And let's go for a Wish. He goes for the Side Shock, over predicting, but it wasn't really a bad play in itself because he had no reason to switch out right there. And I bring in the Gun Show at long last and he's not gonna anticipate me to be Specs, so I go for the Ice Beam that just narrowly fails to kill his Amoonguss, which is kind of disappointing. Because I really hate this thing to death. So I predict Mienshao or something to come back in, and I switch to Brobat. He brings in Mienshao and switches back out because, like I said, he's not scarfed, so he can't outspeed me. I go straight for the Brave Bat just to rack up the residual damage, and I'm going to U-turn on his Slowbro to avoid the side shock, even though I feel like he's going to go for Slack Off, which he did, by the way. I just didn't want to take the risk. So, Umbreon sitting here again. This battle will kind of go in circles, you'll come to find out. I Heal Bell again to wake up Blastoise because I desperately need Blastoise. It can really destroy his core. So I see he's going for U-turn, and I'm guessing he's Banded. Yeah, he's Banded Mienshao. That makes more sense now. Or is he? Wait, no, he is. I just quad resist bug. Okay, anyway. So he brings in Slowbro once again, and I'm just gonna U-turn on it again because, like I said, I'm not gonna make a risky play here for no reason if I don't need to. I have no reason to taunt because he could just switch back out and gain HP from Regenerator. So I go for the Hydro Pump. I should have went for Water Spout. It might have had enough kick to actually kill it because Water Spout's max BP is 150. 86% of 150 is still higher than 120. Believe it or not. Like 85 is where Water Spout and Hydro Pump have the same output. And if you're below 85%, just use Hydro Pump. I didn't know that. So I stay in, trying to spam this move, and unfortunately, it's not as reliable here. I would lose this, so I decided to just switch out into Virizion. Hard switch back into Brobat. Catch him with the double switch as he brings in Amoonguss, and then immediately, he immediately brings in Amoonguss as I go for the, I just went for taunt. I thought I was about to do some real hype here, never mind. So, I taunted Slowbro as it comes in, use U-turn, send in Umbreon, take the skull to the face, and it's just, this is what I hate about this Amoonguss core. The battle just goes in circles forever. It really doesn't stop. I use Wish. I honestly wish I would have used Foul Play here. see what I did there? I wish I would have used Foul Play, because I knew Brobat could have taken a Stone Edge, hence why I sent it in. Well, maybe it couldn't have, but I just felt like he wasn't going to go for that. So I U-turn on the Slowbro once again, switching to the Gun Show, take the Side Shock, and now obviously I'm not in a range where I want to spam Water Spout, so I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump. He sends in his Snorlax. Look at this. I went for HP Grass. It does a good amount to him though, I'm not going to lie. He hits me with the Pursuit, knowing I have to switch out. Good play there. Very good play. As I switch in Wheaties, Swampert. He sends in Amoonguss. As I hit him with an Earthquake. Still does not do an optimal amount of damage. And every time this Amoonguss comes in, I gotta pick who I want to get put to sleep. So this time I picked Virizion, which is also part of why Amoonguss is annoying. I mean, even though I have Umbreon's Heal Bell to sort of mitigate this, it's still an irritation. I don't get why he keeps sending in his Mienshao. Because if he sent in Rotom, he could have been doing some work right here. But either way, I U-turn and bring in the Gun Show as he goes to a Slowbro. Switches out, goes to Amoonguss, takes the Hydro Pump. He can't handle that. He cannot handle that. He's too KO'd by it. So he sends in Snorlax to take the Hydro Pump again. He's about to die from it. So I go for Hydro Pump one more time to bust down his defensive core, and I miss! Ugh! Take the Body Slam to the face. The Gun Show has officially been cancelled. I'm so mad because that Hydro Pump miss mattered, because honestly I could have broken down the rest of his defensive core with Blastoise by itself. Like, he would have had no safe switch-ins to that whatsoever if Snorlax died on that turn. But because of that, this battle got prolonged and possibly taken out of my favor because of that loss right there, which was actually pretty huge in my opinion. Pretty big, believe it or not. Anyway, I got kind of caught up there and some stuff's happening here. So Slowbro comes in, I taunt him once again. I like to sort of taunt people when I predict them to switch in one of Crobat's checks, like Rhyperior or something, so they can't get up hazards or so they can't recover, or just whatever. So I send in Umbreon to take the Scald once again. And Slowbro's been burned half past forever. Brings in Mienshao. I never once go for Foul Play, because I'm pretty aware that this Mienshao has Regenerator, obviously. I mean, come on, it's blatantly obvious. So he's going for U-turn. U-turns into Slowbro once again. Takes the burn damage. And I just U-turn straight on the Slowbro's face. Go back into Umbreon. Take the Scald once again. and just go for Wish, or was it Foul Play? No, and I double switch back into Virizion as he goes for Slack Off, and then immediately after that, wait, no, he switched out and I stayed in. When did I do it, man? It's throwing me off, because I can't remember when I did it. I can't time it. Anyway, I just went for Giga Drain on a safe play. I took a big risk here and just went for the close combat on Amoonguss, because, I don't know. If I had HP Ice, I honestly would not be so scared of this thing, or so annoyed by this thing, but I stayed in, because I wanted Virizion to get put to sleep. Switch back into Umbreon, as he goes to Slowbro. This battle's giving me a headache, actually, because it just goes on forever. Heal Bell. And basically, like I said, every time Amoonguss comes in, he's putting something to sleep. So he just doubles into Amoonguss as I went for Heal Bell. Then I go for Wheaties. I took a risk, but I let Wheaties get put to sleep because I'm not as worried for him. I send in Brobat, and he sends in Slowbro once again. And it's just like, will something happen? Will something happen already? Will someone die? I U-turn. Bring in Umbreon once again to take the Scald. Take Scald forever. Take Scalds for days. Don't even worry about it. Go for Foul Play for once, and he decides to stay in, which is pretty optimal for me. Except I get burned this time. I get burnt on the Scald when I could have been able to kill him with another Foul Play, and he would have been forced to switch out into something. Kind of irritating. He knows we're gonna Heal Bell, and he knows he could have lived another Foul Play, so he slacks off, which is the optimal play. I switch out into Virizion, and he predicts me, and just takes the Side Shock. I don't know where that came from. Like, out of nowhere, this dude just wants to start making plays. And it's like, crap. Like, where did he get this from? But, yeah, Virizion died. This battle just got, like, even more difficult than it did now, because I have no win condition. My win condition is knocking out all 6 of his Pokemon now. Or all 5 of what's left. So, he switches in Amoonguss as I go for Wish. And the pressure's on me, pretty much. I send in Wheaties to get put to sleep. I could have sent in Brobat, but then if he got put to sleep, this battle would have been even more difficult. I send in Brobat, I'm going to make sure not to use Heal Bell. So as he switches in Slowbro here, I taunt him. I take a big risk, taunt him, take the critical Scald to the face, but I do not get burned. So as a result, he's not going to be able to slack off, however he can still switch out to recover from Regenerator, of course. And I bring in Umbreon to take the Side Shock, because I'm not really going to try to I had no reason to stay in. So I'm surprised he didn't just go for another Scald. He sends in Amoonguss here and takes the critical Foul Play, which still does not do enough damage to it. Kind of irritating. I Foul Play him again. He goes for Sludge Bomb. I take it to the face. Not much there to be expected. He sends in Slowbro. I'm just going for Foul Play here. There's nothing else I can do here except just take this and keep the pressure up on him to keep anything else from switching in except his defensive Pokemon. Like, he's using Slack Off here, and it could go on forever. He could just stall me out of Foul Plays, but there's no reason for me not to keep using it. I'm not going to Heal Bell. I'm not going to let Amoonguss get another optimal chance to put something to sleep again. And so I switch out to Brobat, predicting him to go to Amoonguss. I don't know how I predicted this. I swear on everything, I don't know how I predicted this. But he switches back out into Snorlax, takes the Brave Bird to the face, kills that thing, because you know what? Screw your Snorlax, man. How does something that big dodge a Hydro Pump? That's what I don't get. But anyway, whatever. I U-turn on the Slowbro, send in Umbreon once again, take the Scald. I get burned, unfortunately. So I'm forced to Heal Bell. I'm forced to Heal Bell now. Kind of irritating. He knows this, sends in Amoonguss, because he's not playing no games about it. And, this is where I get kind of frustrated. I just use Protect, because I don't know what else to do here. Just get some health back and try to think. But mostly to get some health back. Send in Wheaties, but he predicts me, goes for the Giga Drain, but thankfully I managed to live it. I just go for the Earthquake, get a crit on it, knowing he's going to expect me to switch out. Take the Spore. Long as I can keep Wheaties asleep, ironically, I still have a chance at this game. That's the crazy part. I still have a chance at this game as long as I keep him asleep. So he sends in Slowbro. As I send in Brobat, I go for the U-turn. Once again, switch out, going to Umbreon. It's going in circles here, which are getting slowly tighter and tighter as I lose Pokemon in this battle, which is kind of uncool. I hit him with the Foul Play. Still doesn't do enough to kill this Slowbro off, man. I want it to die already. I want it to be dead and done with. He just keeps switching infinitesimally between them. but I get a critical hit on the foul play once again, a low roll crit at that because the other one did 40 before, then I get a high roll crit that kills off his Amoonguss, and this kind of mattered. He's kind of irritated about it because I got 2 crits in a row on him. Meanwhile, Hydro Pump had like a 20% chance to miss. So I'm not gonna lie, the crit did matter. The crits, I should say, did matter, in fact. But the thing is, though, those Pokemon wouldn't have been standing anyway if Blastoise never missed. In the long run. But at the same time, because of the fact Blastoise missed, he would have had a better chance of winning this just by outlasting me. So, I don't know. Hacks for hacks. Maybe it was more significant. Maybe he's right, actually. But a foul play, and he decides to just forfeit. I don't understand why. He just decides to quit. He still had his Rotom, possibly able to do something. But like I said, he quits the game and forfeits. But that is good game 1hailthesun. Like I said, the hacks on both sides was pretty important. Like I said, if I didn't miss Hydro Pump, Snorlax would have been dead. He would have had to switch in either Rotom or Mienshao to be able to deal with Blastoise, because he would have had to revenge kill it. And I could have just switched out, possibly found an opportunity to set up a wish and bring in Blastoise later and just make it impossible for him to switch in on it. But because I missed, it died off, and it was quite unfortunate. And that thing I kept wanting to say I was about to do was a triple switch, because I hardly ever do those. I wanted to kind of make it a thing where I say triple switch, but I never got to it. I was probably rambling, running my mouth, and didn't even notice it. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. If you want to see, I don't know, man. If you want to see annoying cores and combos get broken down by the sheer force of luck. Anyway, did the hacks on either side matter? Which one do you think mattered more? Leave your opinions in the comments. Thank you for watching.